Welcome to our workforce graduation celebration. We sincerely appreciate each of you taking the time on this hot, humid Southern Virginia July evening to join us in recognizing the hard work and dedication demonstrated by our graduates. Our first speaker has brought to our community a rare combination of leadership excellence in both academia and business. Please welcome our college president, Dr. Angeline Godwin.
Welcome to Patrick Henry Community College, the most beautiful community college in the entire Commonwealth of Virginia. We are very excited that you would be with us this evening as we celebrate our graduates. Each of these individuals have invested of their time and energy. They've made great sacrifices so that they could be here and become a part of a working positive equation for our community, and we're forever grateful to you graduates that you would choose Patrick Henry Community College and that you would choose to apply your talents and your energy and your time to the betterment of our community. I want to say a special thanks to the Mayor of the City of Martinsville, Kathy Lawson, for being here tonight. Thank you, Mayor. We're honored to be able to serve the City of Martinsville. Henry County and Patrick County is a part of the mission of this college to see that when our students are successful, our community is successful. And all of those, their parents, spouses, significant others, children, family members, neighbors, whomever it may be, if you in any way had a part, no matter how small, was in helping our graduates move forward and be successful and be here tonight to have accomplished this major goal in their career pathway. I want to say on behalf of the Board of Directors, the faculty and staff and administration of Patrick Henry Community College, we applaud you and we give you our thanks and gratitude for you helping us to help these graduates so they can become more and more productive members of our community, and we know that they have aspirations for great things, and we look forward to seeing their path ahead. Again, thank you for being on our campus. Anytime Patrick Henry Community College can be a part of your life and serve you, please let us know, and thank you again for being here.
Thank you, Dr. Godwin. We would like to thank any of our adjuncts, business, and community partners who may be present. Without your support and collaboration, tonight would not be possible. Please stand to be recognized. Adjuncts. Thank you. We are fortunate tonight to have one of our students presenting his unique perspective. Our student speaker is a graduate of Magna Vista High School and recently completed the HVAC Level 1 program here at P&HCC. His employment is with the Henry County Administration. He is also a devoted husband and proud father. Please welcome Sam Hollingsworth.
First off, thank you for the introduction. I'm sure I speak for all the students here and saying thank you to Patrick Henry Community College, the instructors, and the staff for making it be able for us to be here tonight. So thank you very much. Also, on a personal level, I would like to thank my wife, because without her picking up slack and stuff around the house, this isn't going to be possible at all. Well, to all the students, we made it to graduation. and we found time to take tests, study, when we had a million other things to do with our lives. In realizing this today, we have to realize that it's more than graduation to us. It's kind of a new starting point in our lives. It's a fresh start. So whether you're 18 or 37 like me, I'm getting old now, you've put in hard work, dedication, and you've gained skills that can change your life forever. I had an instructor tell me that there are two people that nobody wants to call, and it's their doctor and their HVAC guy. And I thought about it, and I said, you know, he's right. If you call the doctor or the HVAC guy, your day probably started with rising temperatures, and you probably don't feel really well. And typically, you'll wind up seeing them at 3:30 for your 2:45 appointment. But seriously, what he actually meant is we call these people because there's a problem. And we have to understand that we're in the business of solving problems. In all of these fields, we have to understand that regardless if we're working in a newly constructed Dollar General or at Bill's house 3 doors down, that we're being trusted with a customer's bad day, or in a case of a new homeowner, their dream come true. We truly are in the business of putting smiles on people's faces. And in a way, we're just like the doctor that's going to give you a shot, and you're not going to like it, but you'll be glad you called him in the morning. So in closing, with these certifications and skills that we're earning, let's go do something great. Let's make a difference for our families, be problem solvers, knowledge givers, and put smiles on people's faces. Earn respect from our community and make dreams come true. And we can do all of this, and all it will take is a bill. A bill that includes a service fee, parts labor, gas surcharges, equipment fees, a percentage for the last-minute changes that the customer made, and a price to pay for the dent that was put in your truck or van from their 6-year-old's bicycle accident. Oh, and we still do have to put in effort and hard work. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. I think perhaps if Sam gets tired of HVAC, he could probably go to Hollywood. Our next speaker is a founding member of the Construction Trades Business and Industry Leadership Team. He is president of Piedmont Mechanical Systems. Please welcome Robert King.
Sorry about that. I appreciate y'all having me here tonight to speak. And Sam, who just stepped down, I'll say this real quick. Sam just finished the HVAC 1 certification program. I interviewed Sam probably 6 weeks ago and hired Sam. And started completing his training even further for the next week. And on Thursday, he got a call from Henry County and offered a job to be one of our new building inspectors. So Sam will be one of the, I take that he is, but he will be one of the new building inspectors in Martinsville, or in Henry County, excuse me. So that's just to say, hey, there are good jobs out there. Work hard, present yourself well. The opportunities are there. One thing I told Sam in part, and this is not part of my speech, but I'm not very good at speeches anyway, but one thing I did tell Sam, I grew up in the construction industry. My father was in the construction industry, my grandfather was. They both had businesses. And one thing my dad taught me as a business owner, he said, son, if an employee comes to you and is leaving for better opportunity, wish them well and hope to catch them on the flip side. So that's exactly the words I gave to Sam when he left. I said, I do truly wish him well, and if things don't work out at the administration building over there, there's always a job open. Again, my name is Robert King. I own a company called P&HCCedu Mechanical Systems locally. We do commercial, industrial HVAC. I've been in business about 20 years in the mechanical business. I've worked in the business for about 34 years. Currently, I'm on the advisory board for the construction certification programs here at PH. Something that I've enjoyed working with. One of the main things I enjoy about being on this board is meeting with potential students that are looking for opportunities in the construction business. I'm a salesman, and I hate that you hate to call your HVAC guy, but you know, we do, in any business, we have to sell ourselves and sell work. I try to sell the opportunities available in the construction industry to new people looking to get into the construction industry. Currently, like a lot of industries, there's a lot of need for good employees. There's a lot of aging, skilled tradespeople in the construction industry, as well as nursing or doctors. We have probably the lowest unemployment rate in 50 years. All that compounded, we need skilled people, and we need them fast. And that's why the government set out to try to fast track people. I think it's a great initiative. It carries great benefit to companies like mine. We spend a lot of time training in business now because a lot of the workforce isn't trained. A lot of our workforce in the construction industry was trained in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, and a lot of those people that were trained in the 40s, 50s, and 60s are retiring now. So that leaves some voids in the marketplace, but those voids are opportunities, and I think that's why they're the people here that are interested in the certification programs in the construction industry. I think there's a lot of job opportunity, there's a lot of income opportunity, there's a lot of satisfaction that comes from working in the industry where you get to see the product of your work every day. So I enjoy selling the construction industry to people looking for it. Another one of my roles as a community leader here is recruiting businesses to employ people from these certification programs, and also making business owners aware of the vitality of these programs. When I first sat down with Rhonda and Burnell and we looked at the curriculum that these programs were going to offer, I was thumbing through a book. I was sitting there with Jim Frith with Frith Construction, Brian Nichols with Blair Construction, Keith Scott with Henry County Schools. And when I thumbed through this book, I handed it to Jim Frith and I said, this is what we need. This is exactly what we need. There were people in our industry, probably in 1995 or around then, that put the time and effort into creating this curriculum, and I don't know that they could have created a better curriculum. Because just like in my business, it's all about training now, having skills now. We need it now. We don't have time to wait 5-10 years to train people. We need to expedite it. We need to do it efficiently, just as like we need to do our work. Part of my role as an advisor is to recruit teachers. Keith Scott sitting here, he's teaching HVAC 1. I think you're going to teach HVAC 2. I saw him at an opening of the new elementary school here in Henry County last year. Asked him if he would teach. He was a little reluctant. I did a little begging, and here he is sitting on the stage and doing a great job teaching here at PH. Yeah, give him a One commitment that I give in the mechanical business is anyone that's in a certification program in the HVAC division, I'm going to guarantee an interview. That's not to say that I can hire everyone, but I definitely want to interview everyone that wants an interview. I want to assess their skills. I want to see what they have to offer, and if I don't have a position for them, I'm going to try to place them. They're starting a plumbing certification program, I think, in the fall. They have carpentry certification program. I'll say this to any of the students that are pursuing opportunities in any construction field, reach out to me. I may not be able to provide that job for you, but I'm going to try to find somebody that can. Because in the construction industry, I'll explain when I speak to students, it's like a family. We work hard every day. It's not easy work, and we work together. It's like a ball team. We got carpenters, we got plumbers, we got HVAC guys, we got electricians, people doing numerous things. We've got to work together. So any students coming through the construction certification programs here, I want to offer my services. I may not be able to help you, but if there's something that I can do, I'm going to do all that I can. Look through my notes here. I want to speak to the benefits a little bit. The benefits to the students is immense. The opportunities that any form of learning brings. I think learning you should never stop learning. Maybe when they start to put you 6 feet under, that's when your learning should stop. You can have the highest levels of education, you still got something to learn. Don't stop learning. It's just knowledge is something nobody can take away, and it's something you always use. It builds character, it builds strength, builds confidence. Don't stop learning. Just let this be another stepping stone. As far as the community goes, I think these programs build strength in our community. We have human resources in the community, we have businesses, we have churches, we have natural resources, but our human resources are large. In the construction industry, back in the 50s, a lot of the work was done from contractors out of town. When contractors are coming from out of town to work for local businesses and build new doctor's offices or new manufacturing facilities, the costs are higher for those local businesses. The cost that they're spending on bringing in workers and trades from other areas could be spent on further infrastructure, creating jobs. So when we can provide in the construction industry and in other industries those resources here in our community, we're not only building the human resources in our community, but we're also building our community's wealth. Because if I employ somebody locally, those dollars come back to this community locally. So if somebody's building this building here and they're local tradespeople performing that work, that money's not leaving the area. It's coming back to this area, it's being invested in this area, okay? So y'all, we are all the foundation of this community. We have a very strong community. We have a very financially viable community. And we need to keep it that way. We need to keep it progressing forward. And one of the best ways we can do that is for each one of us to self-actualize. Do what you can, do the most you can, do the best you can. So I think the benefits are for you all, they're for the community, and for business owners like myself, it could be our viability. I spoke with a group of students this past weekend, and a couple of them wanted to be welders. And I was speaking to them about HVAC, and I told the instructor, I said, well, I can speak to them about welding. I employ a lot of welders. And I gave an example. West Hall, the main building on this campus, the first building built on this campus, was remodeled, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 years ago, and we did the mechanical work on that project. It was about a $1.2 million mechanical project for me. Today, I'm not sure I could do that project with my current staff. I don't have the welders. That system has a four-pipe mechanical system, 6-inch welded mains. Doesn't mean a lot to you all. It's a lot of welding, a lot of boilers, chillers. Currently, and it's sad to say, the workforce that performs that work locally is aged out. There are some people, there aren't any mechanical companies in this local area that would take on that project right now. That's sad. We need to be able to do that, and we need programs like this at PH to help business owners like myself fast track you all. Because when you receive the basic skills that you do in the basic classes, you get a HVAC 1 or HVAC 2, plumbing 1, plumbing 2. When you come to me, you already have an immense set of skills. You understand the language, you understand the tools, you understand concepts, you have some hands-on experience. That's a jumping off point for me. You know, I can do something with that, and I can make it happen a lot quicker. And when I can make it happen quicker, that means income levels grow quicker. And that's what you all are looking for. You're looking for income opportunity. You're looking just for careers. One of the largest benefits to me is recruiting. I went to the HVAC 1, Keith Scott let me come to the HVAC 1 class one evening, gave me about an hour, a little bit over of the class's time, and I got to spend that time speaking to different students about our industry and recruiting. Sam followed up with an application. Landis, sitting there, Landis, raise your hand. Landis has been working for me how long, Landis? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? Working out great. So we're here, we want to hire, we want to bring opportunity, okay? So I thank you all for the opportunity to speak to you tonight. I thank PH for all the opportunities that you bring to businesses locally through these training programs. And again, I'd like to thank the teachers. Y'all give a lot of time. It's not their first job, it's probably their second job or third job. For the students, a lot of you have families, have husbands, have wives, have children. It's a lot of time taken out of your schedule. It's a large commitment. But to employers like myself, when I get an application that has credentials where people have taken a certification programs like this, they get put at the top of the stack. It shows me commitment, right? It shows me a true interest in a career in my industry. If somebody comes to me just looking for a job, sometimes I think they just want a paycheck. I want to hire people that want a career. They want to do this, and they want to do it well. And they're seeking out on their own efforts the knowledge. That sets you apart, okay? So, and students, recruiting is a big part of this program. We don't have this program if we don't have students, okay? For you all that have had good experience, and I hope that's been the case for all of you all, help us recruit, right? Tell your story. When you get a job, tell your story. Let people know. Let people know how you came to get that job, okay? Because we need more people in these programs, and there's plenty of people that need these opportunities. Thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you, Mr. King, for those inspiring words. In appreciation for your extensive support of Patrick Henry Community College, we present you with this token of our sincere gratitude. Next up to the podium is the best boss in the world. And of course, that has nothing to do with the fact that I report to her. Please welcome Rhonda Hodges, our Vice President of Workforce, Economic, and Community Development, who will introduce our graduation speaker.
Thank you, Jeff. I remember. I'm always the shortest speaker. I apologize. Farrell Van Drury is a proud patriot at heart. Born and raised in Martinsville, Virginia, Van graduated from Patrick Henry Community College with an associate degree in management. He has received certificates in continuing education from the University of Virginia, Louisiana State University, and numerous certifications from various colleges and universities. He has over 30 years of management supervision experience. Most of Van's career was spent at DuPont, where he worked for 27 years, rising to the ranks as a contractor and consultant in employee training and development. He was also the first plant manager at Naylor Engineered Products, where he worked for 2 years. Van held the position of adjunct instructor at Patrick Henry Community College for 27 years in the Workforce Economic and Community Development Division. He was here when I started work in 1996. During his time at P&HCC, Van has touched countless lives within our community, and we appreciate his teaching, his leadership, and his wisdom more than he can ever know. A retired United States Air Force veteran, he served his country honorably as sergeant with 1 year of combat in Vietnam. Van has been married to the love of his life, Mary Drury, for 49 years. They have one daughter, Jewel Bridget. A man of many passions for family and serving the community, during his spare time, Van loves playing golf, reading, Jeopardy, and traveling. Van serves faithfully as elder of Fayette Street Christian Church, Disciples of Christ. Please join me in giving a warm patriot welcome to Van Drury.
Good evening. Can you hear me? First, let me say thank you to Miss Brunelle Thomas, Mrs. Rhonda Hodges, for giving me the opportunity to be your commencement speaker this evening. I would also like to acknowledge our President, Dr. Angeline Godwin, and all of the Workforce Economic and Community Development staff. It is indeed an honor to address you this evening. As I pondered this address, what could I say here this evening that would be appropriate for this occasion? Would they like to hear a bunch of statistical data about jobs available in the community, low unemployment, or even some motivational speech? No, I don't think so. I want to say something that you can remember and not soon forget. So I'm going to tell you a few stories. People remember stories. These will be short stories. First, many years ago, a man named William Hobson, who just happened to be the first black mayor of Martinsville, was the keynote speaker at a banquet. He had spoken for about 20 minutes when his wife passed him a note which read KISS. He smiled, leaned over and gave her a nice kiss, and continued speaking. 5 minutes later, she passed him another note, which read KISS. Again, he leaned over and gave her a nice kiss and continued speaking. About 10 minutes passed, a total of about 35 minutes, when she gave him the third note. This time she spelled it out for him, KISS, KISS. Keep it short, stupid. I don't want any notes passed to me, so I'm going to keep this short. Now, I want you to remember the acronym SEE, S-E-E. C, significant emotional event. Significant emotional events can be things like when you got married, birth of a child, maybe a death of a loved one, the death of a pet, something significant. As we go through life, each of us will experience several significant emotional events. Some will be positive and some will be negative. Tonight is a positive, significant emotional event. You have arrived at a turning point in your life that you haven't experienced before. There may be tears of joy for some of you and your family members. Cherish this moment, enjoy it, and work to create more positive emotional events. You will need them to balance the negative events that sometimes come along. Most of you know or have heard of Tiger Woods. He is arguably the most popular athlete in the world. There are a lot of athletes in this world. He's probably the most popular. That is quite an accomplishment. So how did Tiger reach this platform? Well, I'm so glad you asked. As a child of 3 years old, he was hitting golf balls with expert precision. He was on daytime talk shows, nighttime talk shows. When asked where did he learn to do this, his reply was, "My dad taught me." At 8 years, he was out playing guys twice his age. And as a teenager, he won 3 consecutive U.S. amateur golf championships. Most people go through their life and never win a tournament. He won 3 consecutive U.S. amateur golf championships. So at a press conference, someone asked him, "So what's next for Tiger Woods?" He paused for a moment, gathered his thoughts, like I tell my students in Speaking with Confidence, and then responded, "Well, I guess it's hello world, hello world." Tiger has gone on to be the most successful athlete in the world. He has studied, worked hard all his life to be the best that he can be in his craft, his chosen profession. Tonight, you, like Tiger Woods, have put in the work, studied hard, learned the skills necessary for success. So I guess if someone asks you what's next, you, like Tiger, can say, "Hello world." I'm ready for you. Are you ready for me? Sort of like what Snoop Dogg says. You have a lot to be smiling for. So what the you be wilding for? If you're breathing, you're achieving. We're having fun this evening. Believing. You're living your best life. You may be living your best life. So as you continue your pursuit of happiness, which is what we all do, pursue happiness, you should stop and take some time to smell the roses. In other words, take a break from the pressures of life and stress and enjoy yourself. Get off of the interstate of life. Interstates are made to take us from one place to another. And we see nothing when we are on the interstate. If you want to enjoy life, go down a back road sometimes. Get off of the interstate of life. Lastly, and most important, there was a very popular basketball coach at North Carolina State named Jim Valvano, whose team had won its first ever national championship. That's quite an accomplishment as well. Jim Valvano was on the top of the world when he was diagnosed with cancer. At an awards show on ESPN, he gave his last speech. In part, he said, "Cancer can take my body, but it cannot take my soul, it cannot take my mind, and it cannot take my heart." Jimmy Valvano asked that a foundation be established in his name for cancer research. It is called the Jimmy V. Foundation for Cancer Research. And he asked that his motto be, "Don't ever give up, don't ever give up." Today, that foundation has raised over $100 million for cancer research. Jimmy says, how do you get from where you are today to where you want to be? He says, you have to have some dreams and you have to have a goal. So I would add to that that you would create your own happiness. Don't wait for someone else to do it for you. Right now, as I speak, athletes around the world are preparing for the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo, Japan, reaching for that one shining moment where they are the best in the world. The dream is there, the goal is set, the journey has begun. So, graduates, what's your next dream? Set that vision, start that journey, achieve that dream. So, in summation, remember, keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things. Keep it short, keep it simple. Secondly, create positive, significant emotional events. 3, hello world, are you ready for me? Remember, you have a lot to be smiling for. Stop, take some time, smell the roses. And don't ever give up. Finally, remember this institution. You are about to become an ambassador for Patrick Henry Community College. Represent it with dignity and respect. Congratulations, 2018-2019 graduating class. Best wishes and good luck. God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Drury. We will now continue with our C. I think that's a significant emotional event. And we'll actually go on to what is truly the main event, the presentation of our workforce graduation certificates.
Wyoma Bryan, Certified Medical Billing and Coding Specialist. Employed at Ferrum College, certifications earned, NHA, Microsoft Word 2013, and Microsoft Excel 2013. Judy Campbell, Certified Billing and Coding Specialist. employed at AC Furniture, certifications earned, billing and coding. Amanda Fain, certified medical billing and coding specialist, employed Blue Cross Blue Shield Aetna. Rhonda France, certified medical billing and coding specialist, Microsoft Office Specialist Excel, Microsoft Office Specialist Word, and Job Readiness MRT. Samantha Gwynn, certified medical billing and coding specialist, Microsoft Office Word, Microsoft Office Excel, billing and coding. Shayla Harrison, certified medical billing and coding specialist, employed at Stick Pack, certifications Microsoft Office Word, medical billing and coding. April Moore, certified medical billing and coding specialist, employed at Resilient Health, billing and coding specialist, Microsoft Office Specialist Word, Microsoft Office Specialist Excel. Donna Ortega Wilson, certified medical billing and coding specialist, medical billing and coding specialist, Microsoft Office Specialist Word. Tiffany Patterson, certified medical billing and coding specialist, employed Prince Charles Home Health, medical billing and coding. Doris Sharp, certified medical billing and coding specialist, employed Sova ENT and Allergy. Kiana Spencer, certified medical billing and coding specialist, employed G2 Auto, Microsoft Office Specialist Word, Microsoft Excel, billing and coding. Nancy Beck, electrical groundsman. Wow, certifications, NCCER Core, CPR, 525 meter certification, and work zone flagger. Robin Caudle, electrical groundsman, NCCER Core, CPR, 525 meter, and work zone flagger certifications. Victor Rucker, electrical groundsman, employed Rockwood Serenity, NCCER Core, CPR, 525 meter, and work zone flagger certifications. Leonardo Hernandez, Veterinary Assistant Program, Veterinary Assistant. Tony Dalton, Mechatronics, employed 10 Oaks, DC Electricity, Hydraulics Level 1, Mechatronics Systems, and Pneumatics Level 1. Anthony Trent, Mechatronics, employed Turbo Lab, DC Electricity, Hydraulics Level 1, Mechanical Systems, and Pneumatics Level 1. Latanya Stallings, Certified Nurse Aide, employed Stanleytown, CPR, and Certified Nurse Aide. Angela Edwards, Certified Nurse Aide, employed Blue Ridge Therapy Connection, Certified Nurse Aide. Chappelle Hamlet, Certified Nurse Aide, employed Private Care, Certified Nurse Aide, and CPR. Brianna Pritt, Certified Nurse Aide, CPR, Certified Nurse Aide, and National Career Readiness Certificate, Silver. Shantrecia Harrison, Phlebotomy Technician, Employed Radial, Certification, Phlebotomy Technician. Catherine Martin, Phlebotomy Technician, Employed One Blood in Greensboro, Certifications Phlebotomy and CPR. Shavane Perkins, Phlebotomy Technician, Employed PPL, Certifications Phlebotomy and CPR. Hannah Whalen, Phlebotomy Technician, Employed Warm Hearth Village, Certifications CNA and Phlebotomy Technician. Kiana Miller, Dental Assistant, Online Dental Assisting. Kalia Adams, Clinical Medical Assistant, Certification CCMA and CPR. Michelle Atkins, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Certification CCMA. Deborah Ashley, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Certification CCMA and CPR. Marilyn Cassidy, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Certification CCMA, Employer Landmark. Letitia Hairston, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Employer Sova Health Piedmont, Certification CCMA, Labor Delivery Surgical Tech. Yolanda Hanna, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Employer Results, Certification CCMA and Phlebotomy. Cheryl Hedgecock, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Employed Sova Health Martinsville, Certification CCMA. Samantha Holt, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Employer Landmark Center, Certifications CCMA, Phlebotomy, MRT, CPR. Natasha Luck Pound, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Employer, I don't know, Certification CCMA. Griffles. Joni Martin, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Employer Patrick County Public Schools, Certification CCMA, CPR, MRT, Job Readiness. Laura Odner, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Self-Employed, Certifications CCMA and Phlebotomy Technician. Katie Perkins, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Employer ICF, Certification CCMA. Valen Riddle, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Certification CCMA, CPR. Tiffany Setliff, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Certification CCMA and CPR. Misty Strader, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Employer TLC Adult Home, Certification CCMA. Marquetta Stubblefield, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Employer Carillion Clinic, Certification CCMA and CPR. Asia Waller, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Employer Young Williams, Certification CPR and CCMA. Latia Williams, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Certifications, CCMA, CPR First Aid. Ashante Williamson, Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, Certifications, CCMA. Devontae Craighead, HVAC Level 1, Certifications, NCCER Core and HVAC Level 1. Eli Gilly, NCCER Introductory Craft Skills, Employer, Self-Employed Family Business, Certifications, NCCER Core, HVAC Level 1. Willie Hairston, HVAC Level 1, Certifications, NCCER Core, HVAC 1, National Career Readiness Certificate, Bronze. Brandon Hodge, NCCER Introductory Craft Skills. Certifications, NCCER Core. Brenda Hodge, NCCER Core, Employer Green Rock, Certification, NCCER Core. Samuel Hollingsworth, HVAC Level 1, Employer, Henry County Building Inspection, former employee, sorry Rob, his certifications, NCCER Core and HVAC Level 1. Andrew Hubbard, HVAC Level 1, Employer Ames 1 LLC, certifications, NCCER Core and HVAC Level 1. Alandis Manns, NCCER Introductory Craft Skills. Employer Kia, certifications, NCCER Core, HVAC Level 1. Chauncey Ross, NCCER Introductory Craft Skills, Employer CWI, certifications, AutoCAD, HVAC, Carpenter. Paul Williams, NCCER, certifications, Crafts, Core, and HVAC. We would like to thank some important partners who made tonight possible. P&HCC's leadership, Shalira Morrison, our Seed Grant recipients, Facilities and Maintenance, Middle College, Devin Pendleton, and Shauna Hines, our business and community partners, and of course our Workforce Economic Community Development adjuncts. But I really want to make a special mention of our Workforce Economic and Community Development team. We call ourselves WICKED. Some of you all probably do call us that too. But they have worked tirelessly. They've worked with your students to get everything set up with the faculty and tirelessly on this event. This doesn't come together in just a moment. So I would like everyone on the Wicked team to please stand up and let's all please give them a round of applause for tonight's ceremony. And as is our custom at this annual event, we like to stop and recognize a member of the Wicked team who has made significant contributions to the body of work that is involved in workforce training. This year's recognition is going to someone that some of you students may really not have seen. This person sort of works behind the scenes, but none of it would happen without this person. She sets up all of our classes. She tackles our workforce enterprise system. She purchases your materials and your textbooks, and she keeps us all going and all in line. So please join me in thanking Lily Gibson. We shocked her, but she's coming. Lily is our executive assistant and our operations lead in workforce economic and community development, and she really is sort of the cog in the wheel. She just keeps it all going very smoothly for us all, and so we really do appreciate it. Thank you. Brunelle Thomas is also coming forward to make a special presentation today. Please welcome her to the program, to the podium.
What a wonderful welcome. Thank you. Good evening. Can you hear me? Yes. Awesome. I've been fortunate to serve as the Workforce Development Programs Coordinator here at Patrick Henry Community College for a number of years. By far, this day is always the best work day of the year for me when we celebrate you, our graduating class of Workforce Development Programs. This is like my Christmas in July. Congratulations to you. And please allow me to be one of the first to congratulate you on your achievements, and I hope you pay this forward. You've heard that already tonight. You've accomplished great things, so now it's up to you to pay this experience forward by encouraging other people to make that first move toward a path just like you did tonight in accomplishing your educational goal. So give yourselves a round of applause if you haven't already. Now for the task at hand. You know, it isn't often that you meet someone who has such a spirit of humility, but such a powerful presence in the lives of so many. I have to personally thank you, Farrell Van Drury, for the contributions you made in the lives of our students and the contributions you've made on our workforce team for almost 3 decades. I'm especially grateful for the footprint you've left in my life as a mentor, a role model, and a friend. For your encouragement, for your loyalty, for your honesty, for your reminders to clean my office, for your reminders to make myself a priority, because there's more to life than work, just for everything that makes you the unique blessing that you are. Thank you. not in my notes, and I know you're ready for cake and punch, but I have to tell you, I've known this man for a number of years. We got to know each other when I moved back to Martinsville about 18 years ago. And we shared an office, some of you may remember, in the days of all of the plant closures around here. And then Governor Warner decided to start an initiative called the Coordinated Economic Relief Centers, CERC Centers. And there was one set up down by Sheets in Ridgeway on 220 South. Well, that's where I had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Drury. And we had just a little thin cubicle wall that separated us. He played 97 FM every day, so it doesn't surprise me that he knows something about Snoop Dogg, but I didn't expect him to include it in his speech. So he knows Brunelle Shanae Thomas from the core of my existence, just like he got to know some of y'all sitting in these blue robes and blue gowns with gold tassels. And I have to tell on some of my students, when they get to know Mr. Drury, they don't always greet him with open arms. We have seen them come in with chips on their shoulders so visible, their walk is almost like Snoop. But by the time they finish his class, they can't say enough great things about their experience with Mr. Drury. And if that is true for you, don't let me put words in your mouth, but if that is true for you, would you stand and show this man some appreciation? So I think my research study has proven Van by the show of the support from students. But I will miss your sense of humor, your random jokes when you see I'm stressed, and I regret the future students who will not know the experience of having to gain your nuggets of your wit, your wisdom, and life skills, as you like to call them. Denzel Washington is credited with the following quote: "I think a role model is a mentor, someone you see on a daily basis, and you can learn from them." Thank you for being that role model in your classroom and in so many lives. So in honor of your retirement, my assistant, who's coming very shortly, it's been hard for me to accept the news. I thought by tasking you with doing the graduation address would be enough to convince you to change your mind, but no. So if you would come forward, Mr. Drury. In honor of your retirement, we have a small gift of appreciation for your many years of service to Patrick Henry Community College as a renowned adjunct faculty member in workforce, economic, and community development.
Brunelle has always been full of surprises, but thank you so much. And to my wife and my daughter, that's mine. But I do want to take a moment to thank the college for all it has done for me, giving me the opportunity to be employed here and to help out in any way I can. I know I'm going to miss them but that's a good thing. It's time to move on and let some other people step up. So God bless each and every one of you, and if I can do anything other than lecture, just let me know.
So we want to invite all of our guests to join us in the cafeteria upstairs for cake and punch. And at this time, my colleague, Mr. McCorkadale, will perform the benediction, and we'll see you upstairs.
Students, congratulations. Friends, families, thank you for being here. Let's go to the Lord in prayer. Father, we thank you again for your goodness. Thank you for this opportunity once again to celebrate the achievement of these students. Lord, we thank you for all of those that have supported them, the staff here again. Thank you for their teachers. Father, we just pray that you would go with them now, that you would use them here in this community. Lord, that you would bless them in their achievements. In Jesus' name, amen.